Today I'm going to go and meet a guy who's retired in the back of Sanur, but has a business here in Gili Air. And what I wanted to sort of discover today is how he's sort of handling this whole thing about having a business away from where you live and how that life works when you're retiring in Bali, but then having to commute a little bit, whether it's a pain in your retirement and how it works in terms of, you know, can you just go up and set a business as a foreigner, or does it require some local involvement, and all those sorts of questions, which I'm really curious about, because I think it's something that some foreigners, when they retire, don't just want to sort of sit in the rocking chair and just, you know, I'm talking metaphorically, I'm not talking actually, so, you know, kick back in the rocking chair and just do nothing for the rest of their lives. They want to do something to keep them active, but they want to have a nice retirement as well. So I want to sort of explore that a little bit today and, yeah, see how he does it. Let's go and check it out. So I'm here with Alan, and now Alan, you're from the UK originally, aren't you?
I am, yes. I'm from Yorkshire originally.
Whereabouts in Yorkshire?
Hull.
Hull, oh,
yes,
right.
or as they say in Hull, Hull.
Hull.
Yeah,
what a cup of tea, love. Is that what that's
exactly that kind of thing, yeah.
And what brings you to lovely Indonesia? What's your story about coming here and setting up here, because we're now on the Gilis.
Yep.
And also your relationship with Sanur as well, or that area of Bali.
Okay, yeah. 3 years ago, nearly 3 years ago, just before Christmas, I had a relationship split up, and I went up to see my sister for Christmas and New Year. And they said to me one night in the pub as we were getting a bit well oiled, they said, "What are you going to do, Alan? What are you going to do next year?" And I said, "I don't know, I might go travelling. I don't know, might go travelling." And they just said, "Do it, just go do it." So I got into bed that night and I booked a one-way ticket to Jakarta. Wow. I don't know why. And I left a week and a half later. And I just thought, I'll just see where I end up and just go. And I thought, I've done Thailand before, I've done Vietnam, I've done various other places. And I just thought, I've not done Indonesia, let's go and have a look. And I just jumped on the plane. Ended up in Jakarta, booked a hotel for 10 nights. I only stayed 3. I jumped on the Wush train and went to Bandung, spent a bit of time there, which I really enjoyed. Went to Yogyakarta, went to Malang, and then I obviously wanted to get to Bali at some point. That was always a dream to go to Bali. So I ended up in Bali, spent quite a lot of time there, mainly in Seminyak and Kerekaban. And then I thought, I'd heard about Lombok. I'd never heard about Lombok before. So I was told about Lombok. I thought, let's go across there. So ended up in Senggigi, met some great people there. Spent a lot of time in a place called Happy Cafe, which it's a restaurant bar, but it's also got live bands on there every night. I play a bit of drums, so I ended up on the drums a few times. Nice. Just met some great people. And then I met a family who had just emigrated to Indonesia, he's Indonesian. He'd met his wife here in Gili 15 years or so ago. He followed her back to the UK. She's from Manchester. Married her in the UK, got 3 kids, and they were literally coming back to Indonesia to settle here again. The kids are 10, 8, 5, and they were coming back. Met him, and we just clicked, just got on really well. Connection obviously with the English and all that kind of stuff. So we sat and had a drink for about 5 or 6 hours and just got to know each other. He said, "Come across to Gili." So I did, came across to Gili, and he introduced me to Gili Air, and just had a look around. He said, "Oh, are you interested in the business here?" I said, "No, I'm not really looking to buy a business here, and just enjoy the island." He said, "Come and have a look at this place." So I came here.
And so you came to this place?
I came to this place, yeah.
Right.
But it didn't look like this.
Didn't it?
When I came.
What did it look like?
It had this building, and the kitchen, and it had this side pod and the pool.
Yes.
But where the bungalows are, well, we call them bungalows, but obviously they're 2 floors. That was empty. That was just wasteland. Oh. And at the back is the villa.
Right.
Well, it's a house, really. Yeah. We call it a villa, but it's a house.
Yeah.
That was there, and it was owned by an Australian guy who was married to an Indonesian. They'd been married 25 years. He was in his kind of late 60s, early 70s. They'd built this as a bit of a place to retire to themselves from Bali. But then they got these bits built, and then he fell ill with some cancer problems, I think. No. So he was looking to sell because he had health bills and to pay and that kind of thing. So I just started talking to them about it, and the more I thought about it, I mean, my instant reaction was no. There's still a lot of building work to do. It's not a finished business, and
you can't fire up immediately.
No. So, but the more I thought about it, and the more I kind of talked to my friend Ali about it, worked out a budget, and I thought maybe it is possible. And then,
so you're thinking, okay, it's possible, but at that stage, you don't know about, because I mean, the first thing I think about, and a lot of people think about, is it legal? Is it possible with visas, company structures, and all that sort of? Was that in your mind at the time as well?
Oh, absolutely. That was one of the main considerations. Yeah, is this possible?
Yeah. Okay.
What are the pitfalls?
Right. Did you get legal advice?
Yes. Yeah, I used a top lawyer in Canggu.
Wow.
Sarah, who helped me a lot. So they came across here to help to look at the place, look at the potential pitfalls and issues.
So you paid for good advice because you didn't want to do your dough, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you plonk in at that stage all of the money that you had, all your assets, or not?
All but my pension. Yes.
So when you say pension, because you're from the UK, so when you say the pension, is that just like a weekly figure that you get, or what do you mean when you say pension?
I wasn't receiving a pension then. I was still pre-pension age.
So all your liquid assets,
all my liquid assets,
and if it all went to hell, all went downhill, you still had your pension to revert back to.
Yes. And that would have been a dual pension. It would have been a state pension, and it would have been my company pension as well. So, but that in the UK, I'd be living not comfortable, but nothing. Lifestyle would have been fairly average, with that level of pension in the UK.
Can you move here and get that full pension here from the UK?
Yes. Yeah. Well, what I've done since is I've cashed in my company pension.
You can turn that into a lump sum.
Yes. Yeah. That's pricey tax-wise, but now that I've made a decision to be here and I've got my life here, the money needs to be here.
Yeah.
So
you're fully invested into Indonesia.
Fully invested into Indonesia now. Yeah. I've got a very small state pension over there, and at some point, I probably will go back and buy somewhere over there and spend 3 or 4 months a year there and then come back here. We will think about doing that at some point, maybe in the next 2 or 3 years.
Now, you've married a local lady here.
I have, yeah.
And you now have a child here.
Yep.
And are you thinking about your child's future as well in that? So you've got decisions to make in terms of education and opportunity as well for your child.
Absolutely, yeah. And I've also got a stepdaughter, because Nandi, my wife, had a daughter.
Okay, so your wife
as well,
was married previously, has a stepdaughter.
Yeah.
Does she live with you?
She does. Yeah. So we're a small family now of 4.
That's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
And we live in Sanur. So originally, when I bought this place and decided to invest, my plan was to only be here 3 times a year for say 6-7 weeks, and keep just coming back and forward. I realised quite quickly that's not really doable. It is doable, but you can't keep an eye on your business very closely doing that. So my decision to move here full time was fairly early on in the process.
You're saying that you were going to live in the UK,
that was the original plan.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
But now you've set up in Sanur, or close enough, near Jungle Paddle over there.
Yeah.
And why do you choose to live there and not here?
Largely because of Kinan, who's Nandia's daughter. She's 6 and she's got schooling over there. Nandia is very much a Bali girl. She wants to stay there. It's close enough. It took us 4 hours to get here on yesterday morning, so it's not difficult to get here. We've got good staff here who look after the place. We're in daily contact with them.
Well, that's a good point. I just wanted to sort of stop you there and say about that 4-hour thing. So a lot of us, including me, when we think of the Gilis being Lombok and it's far away, we think, oh, it's going to ruin our holiday or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just like getting in it. Well, it's like going up to Ahmed or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah,
or
it's not
maybe
far.
a little bit, it's not a big deal, is it?
Yeah, I mean, we choose to drive from Sanur to Padang Bai, which is about an hour. We pre-booked the boat so we can jump straight on it, really. Yesterday morning's boat was 8:30. We were in Gili for 10:30. Wow. So you can literally leave Sanur at 6:30 in the morning and you can be here at 10:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so basically, Sanur is your base now for your child's or your stepdaughter's education.
Yeah.
I'm assuming your new child is probably going to be educated, I'm guessing, there as well.
In Bali as well, yeah.
Does it matter to you about whether it's like a state school or private schooling, or is that something you're thinking about as well?
Yeah, we're thinking about that. I mean, obviously he's only 10 months old at the moment, so there's still a little bit of time to think about these things. But I think we want a kind of international feel to the school, cross religions and cross cultures and that kind of thing. I think that's important to me. I think to Nandia as well. So yeah, we'll look in the next year or so as to how we progress with that. We have some friends from Hungary who have got a child of 3.5. She's going to an international school. They think it's fantastic.
The international schools are filled with children of mixed couples, of Indonesian, like pure Indonesians, and also pure foreigners, aren't they? So
absolutely,
it's everyone, isn't it?
Absolutely everybody, yeah.
So when we say international, we don't mean a foreigner school, do we?
No. We mean it's. I don't know how they're funded, but I think basically they are schools with a cross section of society's children, and maybe there are some pure Indonesian children there, but there's many from mixed cultures, and there's also many from expats who have come to the country. I mean, my friends are Hungarian, so they're immersed in the culture here now. They've bought land to build some villas, leased some land to build some villas, and their plan is to stay here for 25-30 years minimum. So yeah, those schools cater for everybody, really.
Is it possible, so there's people sitting at home thinking, geez, that's my dream to sort of maybe retire in Indonesia, maybe the Gilis or the Bali or somewhere that they sort of, I don't know what the word is, I was going to say chok, but that's an Indonesian word, like somewhere that they feel comfortable with. Is it feasible for a foreigner to invest here and make a go of it? Like it sounds like a pipe dream for many, but I mean, you're doing it. It's not because you're married to an Indonesian that this is working for you.
No, not at all. I mean, obviously I get a lot of help from Nandia because she is local. She does help with a lot of things. She's very good at marketing, so she does a lot of my marketing, but she's also very good on understanding the legalities. We've got meetings tomorrow with our accountant and various other things that we're talking through.
Yeah, all the things like tax, local customs and cultures.
All that kind of thing, which I want to make sure everything's spot on. I don't want any issues. I don't want any problems. So make sure everything works well. So she's very good for that. But no, I'm not here just because of that. She's great help, but that's not the reason. No.
So other people sitting at home could do this as well as investors into Indonesia, basically.
Yeah, I think you do need a local kind of contact. I mean, certainly I wouldn't have done this if I hadn't have met my good friend Ali.
Yes.
He was the one who kind of exposed the opportunity to me, and I wasn't looking for an opportunity. I was just coming travelling. I never had any ambition of moving here at all when I travelled. So it's all pretty much by accident, really, not design. But the more I've got into it and the more I've explored, you realise it's possible. You realise it's doable.
Are you exposed from a risk point of view of being ripped off?
I think anybody is who's investing. I think you just got to have your wits about you. You've got to take, as you say, good advice.
Make it as secure as possible from a legal standpoint.
Yeah. So everything is solid in terms of the structure of the business.
Yeah.
We've got a PT PMA,
Yeah.
which, as you know, is a kind of foreign-owned limited company, I guess.
Yes.
And with a proper share structure and a proper investment schedule, all that kind of thing.
Yeah. So that is legal,
that's
legit,
all,
all that sort of stuff.
You have to do that.
Yeah.
So I think as long as you've got the basics there in terms of the structure of the business and your investment is secure within that. The one thing I do need to do, and we're actually going to do it in a couple of weeks' time when we get back after the high season, is sort a will out.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's something which is important to me to make sure that, we look after my kids, we look after Nandia, we look after the children
really
here.
Important, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Especially with sort of cross-border arrangements where there's different legalities in different countries. You need to make sure that your family is looked after in the event that you die.
Yeah, exactly.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, anything I have is always going to be theirs when I leave my seat on this earth. It's always going to be theirs. So I just want to make sure that they all benefit properly from it.
One of the things I hear about, Alan, is that a lot of people want to invest in Indonesia and maybe set up, I don't know, an Airbnb or something like that. What advice would you have for them as far as that sort of business is concerned? Because I guess what you've got is not that. Yours is a more formal, proper hoteling business, isn't it?
Yeah. So we are registered to be a real estate company, which allows you to have a hotel, restaurant, cafe, and it's obviously a structured PTPMA.
So these are permits in addition to having a company?
Yes. You've got to have permits to run that business.
Yes.
So we are registered with the Indonesian government for this property, for the other property, and you have to have that now with the likes of Booking.com and Airbnb. You have to show that you are registered with the Indonesian authorities. Otherwise, you can't use their services. You can't use their OTA services. They could actually remove you from their platforms.
So Booking.com and Airbnb and all that sort of stuff are somehow linked to a government system, and you can only get on there if you've got the proper approvals.
It's relatively new. I think it's only the last 6-8 months that's come in. So obviously, I think the Indonesian government have recognised that there are people trying to bypass the system, not pay local taxes, blah blah blah, and just take the money out of the country. But if you're a properly registered business like this, then you've got to follow the right processes. But once you've got those, the money stays with Indonesia, which it stays within your company and supports the staff you are
So that's a rule that basically is to avoid the situation where you have foreign investors plonking money into the tourism industry here in Indonesia and then taking the profits offshore.
Exactly.
And it's not really of benefit to Indonesia at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ah, that's interesting.
So I think that stops that happening. I saw a post on Facebook or Instagram, I can't remember, 2 or 3 days ago, of somebody in Lombok saying, look, all you foreigners who are just renting out a villa for 5 years, putting it on Airbnb and taking the money off to Europe or to Australia, it's illegal.
Yeah.
Do it properly.
Yeah.
We'll find you.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
So the advice is for any foreigner who's wanting to invest it, don't just go and think you're going to build a villa and make an Airbnb, because it's not really a proper business.
No.
Do it properly as like a hotel or a registered business, so then you can do it legally, pay the taxes in the country, because those businesses are taxable within Indonesia and that sort of. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because I know at the moment there is a lot of pushback on some sort of fly-by-night operations here in Indonesia who are not really benefiting the country very much.
Exactly. They're just setting up businesses without legal authority often, and just taking the money offshore, and that's not benefiting anybody here. And it's an exploitation, really, isn't it?
Exploitation.
Let's be honest. It's exploitation of the land. It's exploitation of the people. And if you want to invest in here, do it properly, do it fully. Invest not just your money, but invest your time, invest your personality, invest
your heart.
Exactly, your soul. Yeah.
Oh, that's great advice.
And you get more out of it that way.
Yes. I'm sure you do as well. All right, so let's have a bit of a look around. The name of the business is Tricky Trees. Where'd you come up with that name?
Okay, Tricky. So I spent most of my life in a place called Nottingham.
Yes.
So I moved there in the early 90s and lived there really until 2 years ago. So 35 years. They've got a famous football team called Nottingham Forest. And their nickname is Tricky Trees.
Oh.
So that's why I've called this place Tricky Trees, because I'm a big Nottingham Forest fan.
There you go. That's a great... Well, I love that you're naming your business after your passion.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's have a bit of a look down here. I know that you're fully booked at the moment, so we won't sort of poke inside the rooms.
Okay.
We'll just have a look at what you've got.
Yeah. So I've got five, we call them rooms, but some of them are double rooms. So, you know, this is the poolside room here. It just sleeps two. It's got a beautiful morning view of the pool once the curtains are open. And then coming to this one, we've got, these are obviously 2-story. We call them bungalows, but they're made out of bamboo and alang-alang roofs with concrete base. These are what we built when we bought the property. So this was all scrubland down here. So we put 3 units on here. This one is just a 1-bedroom, so they can sleep 2 downstairs. And then upstairs, we didn't put a bedroom there. We put a kind of seating lounge area, so they can look over the pool, have a chill up there. It's a chill area for this.
So there's an internal staircase in here.
Internal staircase up there.
Yep.
For that one. And then these are the 2-bedroom bungalows. So you have a double bed downstairs and a double bed upstairs with balcony. They're not separate. You can't book them individually.
Yes.
You book the whole thing. So it's
1 bathroom?
2 bathrooms, upstairs and downstairs.
So this is like a sort of a family bungalow.
It's a family bungalow.
There's not many of that style of accommodation around.
There's very few. If you've got a family here, normally you have to rent a big villa, or you have to get 2 rooms. So yeah, these are for 4 people. We get lots and lots of families here right throughout the year.
It makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah.
So that's both these are the same, identical.
What's down the back?
And at the back, that was the villa that Brendan, who owned the place before me, he built for him and his wife, and they were going to stay here, and they were going to run the restaurant. I think they were going to build units here, nothing like this. I think they had a fairly just a single level idea down here, and then she was a good cook, so they were going to just run the restaurant at the front there and just make a little bit of a living to stay here.
I noticed you got this sign here.
Definitely. No smoking allowed. Yes.
You get a spare bit, like a stray piece of ash or something, getting onto that, and it's gone.
We've got fire extinguishers, we've got hoses down here just in case, and I've got good insurance.
Yeah, you need that. Yeah. Oh well. And you've got another property.
Yep.
What's the story there? Did you buy another property after this?
No, what I did was we bought this and we started renovating this, and then this other property came up which my good friend Ali found. He said, oh, there's an interesting place here, very run down. It was open as a kind of guest house, but very, very kind of 1-star grade, if you like. And we went to have a look at it, talked to the owners, and we agreed a 20-year lease on it. And renovated it, spent a lot of money renovating it over 3 months. And then we opened that first, actually. We opened that March 2025. This opened in July last year. And yeah, that's a really nice little place. Got a bit of a jungle vibe to it.
Can we go and have a look at that
We
too?
can go and have a look at it, yeah.
So when you say you renovate it, so I'm sort of I'm hopeless with this sort of stuff. You say you renovate it, like you don't do it yourself. What do? You go and visit an architect or a builder, or who do you visit?
No, I mean the basic concept was there. The bungalows were already built. They were just run down.
Yes.
So they just needed roof repairs, bathroom installed
But
again.
where do you get your contacts from?
From my good friend Ali.
So Ali knows everything.
Ali knows everybody in Lombok,
So you
basically.
need local contacts for all this
Yeah,
stuff,
you
because it's
do,
very
yeah.
difficult to do on your own.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
for me, even my wife struggles with some of this stuff because even though she's Indonesian, she's not local here.
Yeah. I would never have done this without Ali.
Yes.
I think that's the story. Ali has been my kind of right-hand man. He's an investor in the business. Not investor, I've given him shares in the business to be involved. He's a director of the business, and he looks after me. He looks after a lot of things that are a bit foreign to me and a bit strange.
Local knowledge. That's
local
what you need.
knowledge. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You need that local support.
So you can't just roll in here, throw your money around and expect things are going to work.
Wait. You can try it. You might.
You come away with no money.
I would bet you'd probably lose a lot of it. Yeah.
Let's go and have a look at that property.
Okay. You look like you've got enough suspension on your butt there, I think.
Got my new boyfriend driving the bike. This is Indo style. So which area of the island are we going down to here?
We're going from where we're in the centre of the island there. We're going to the northwest corner.
Yeah.
Which is the sunset corner of the island, looking over Gili Air. And the place we've got is about 200 yards from the beach, so a nice short walk to the beach and the sunset in the evening for a cocktail. A beautiful, quiet part of the island.
Right. And as far as proximity to eating and that sort of stuff, what would you say about that?
Eating, well, there's eating all over the island, really. So, the busy area is near the harbour on the south of the island, and then the south-west coast. There's lots of kind of techno bars and that kind of thing. The best pizza on the island is Mama Pizza in the corner down there. Very nice. But up the east coast, which is Sunrise, you've got lots of lovely restaurants down there. Santorini is one of my favourites, which are also in Sanur.
Yep. Very popular in Sanur.
Very popular, yeah. We're regular frequenters of Sanur, Santorini.
So on this northwestern corner,
bit quieter.
Bit quieter.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the place that you'll go if you want a little bit of a quieter.
Yeah.
I mean, but Gili Air is not really a party island or very noisy island anyway.
No, you've got the three islands. You've got Gili Air, which is closest to the Lombok coast. It's probably, I would say, if you want a party, you can find one. It's got a mixture of the lively and the nice, peaceful and serene. Then Gili Air is the next one. People call it the honeymoon island. Very, very quiet. Very
not
quiet.
really a honeymoon island though, is it?
Not
just
really.
Quiet.
It's just very quiet.
All right, here we go, coming down the little alleyway here. There's a shortcut to the property here.
And then Gili Trawangan is the party island. That's where you get all your 20-somethings, 30-somethings, going for a good time, sleeping during the day and living through the night.
I actually really enjoyed. I went and interviewed a guy over there that owns a place there that on sort of the quiet side of the island, and I thought that was really nice. That on Gili Trawangan you can have that party thing on one side of the island, but you can get away from it as well. And I guess that's the same here in Gili Air. It's not as much of a party island, but you do have quieter aspects to the island, like where we are now.
Very rural.
Very rural, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very rural. And places are still being built here. I think they've got to be cautious just how much maybe they build. Because it can start to change the characteristics of the island. I think at the moment they've got it about right. It's got that mixture of party, the mixture of serene, mixture of village. I mean, the village is very important here, and
good food as well, though, isn't it?
Good food, lots of variety, lots of choice.
I can't really do it justice. One of the things that I mean, obviously, I go and eat at a lot of different places that I don't even show on the channel, and I just love the eating situation on this island. It's just fabulous. You can just about get anything here. It's funny because Nandia's parents, whenever they hear that we're coming over to Gili, they think we're just coming to a village with nothing here. Nandia said on the way over this time, she said, we'll have to bring them over, show them what it's like, and we will have to do that. So, welcome to Tricky Trees. Okay, Tricky Trees. There you go. Oh, you've even got the 2 stars above the Nottingham Forest symbol, which indicates 2 European championships.
It does. 1979 and 1980.
All right,
we're still living on that. Yes. Okay.
We won't talk about current issues with the club, though, will we?
No, it's good.
Hang on a sec. Haven't you got a mad owner?
Yeah, it's great. He's brilliant. Marinakis is everybody loves him.
Do they?
Everybody loves him.
I didn't realise that.
Oh yeah, Greek shipping owner, putting a lot of money into the club.
Because there's been a bit of a changeover with management and so forth.
Yeah. Well, he wants success.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
So
you
driven
know,
by success, so he'll do what he's got to do.
he'll do what he has to do.
Yeah,
He's got rid of some very, very good managers.
Yeah.
But we have now got Oliver Glasner, who is seen as one of the best in the world. We are really looking forward to next season.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Really looking forward to next
that's
season.
great.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are at Tricky Trees
Sunset Bungalows. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So we've got 5 units here.
Yeah. And when you got here, what did it look like?
Here, it was just a mess. When we got this, it was very dilapidated.
Yes.
Structurally, it was all here, but it needed a lot of love and care and attention.
Would you say that's common here?
Yeah. I mean, the same at the place we've got just opened recently, which is more for local people who are working here, which we use as a bit of a cost. So it's not really a tourist area place, but that needed some investment, just the roof fixed, ACs replaced, hot showers put in which weren't there before. So yeah, lots of things like that just needed improving. We built the bar, the reception there, put new lighting in. What else did we do? Just cleaned it all up basically. The staff quarters through there. The stairs were up here, so we've got one room upstairs here, which you can probably see from the corner up here. So that's our superior room, because it's just a little bit away from the rest.
Yes.
And it's got a bit of height.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice shaded area here for guests to chill.
And then down here, how did this look when you?
Well,
got
again,
here?
the basic structures were there, but they were very run down.
Yeah.
So we've basically had to do repairs to the roof, do a lot of wood repairs. We put the alang-alang in here. The reason we put the alang-alang in was because that wasn't there at all. We had bats flying around all night, and they were just drop-ins all over the place at the front of the doors here. That stopped it.
Yeah.
So that's a small investment.
Is beautiful.
Yeah, nice, isn't it?
With all those the coconut trees and.
This was open, so this was part of next door's property.
Yeah.
So there's a small fence there which they divided off, but we said we want to kind of divide it off properly, so we put a very tall bamboo fence in all the way down.
Yeah.
And we've obviously the coconut trees were here before, but we put a lot of plants in as well, made it look very green, very jungle feel really.
Beautiful. So how many of these bungalows did you say there were?
We've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And
you're always fully booked in the high season, aren't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. 98% booked. So you have the odd one day here, one day there, which doesn't get sold. But yeah, pretty much full.
Does it take a while to build, or does it? If once you make it good, it just goes?
I think yeah, it flew fairly early. I think as long as you've got a good offer and you're getting some very early good reviews about the place, then people will come. And obviously, when you start, your pricing is very low because you just want people to come in and see the reviews and what have you. So that's almost an incentive to come and look. We can charge more normal prices now after the first 3 or 4 months.
So basically, prices here are very up and down on the islands, aren't they? With the seasons.
There have been this last 12 months. I think maybe world economics related. I'm not quite sure. Now, I was told when I first came here that it's pretty much a 12-month season. That's not been the case this last year and a half. Probably world issues related, I would think. But yeah, the main time for the owners here to make anything like a decent income is June to September.
So there's bargains to be had if you come slightly out of the high season. So if you come anywhere between about September to May,
you can.
Except for Christmas.
Yeah. And even Christmas is only 1 week, 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's bargains to be had.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's probably the same on all the islands, isn't it?
I would think so.
Yeah,
I would think that all of these islands are pretty much the same. Lombok is probably the same. I don't know about Bali, maybe similar. I don't know in certain areas.
Well, it is expensive at the moment in Bali, but I just feel that it seems to be a little bit more up and down here. It's a more intense high season here, isn't it? Yeah,
it is. And I mean, you get a lot of Europeans here. I mean, a lot of Europeans seem to know about this. I knew nothing about this place when I came here originally. I was introduced to it whilst I was travelling. And just,
it's beautiful.
How can you not love it?
It's a tropical paradise.
Yeah.
How many mosques are there on the island here?
1.
And is proximity to the mosque related to how loud it is and that sort of thing?
Yeah. So obviously, the closer you are, the louder it is, and It does ring out 5 times a day.
Yeah.
First one I think is about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Some people are sensitive to it.
Yeah.
You know, they light sleepers and
Yeah.
they wake and they don't particularly like it. But as I always say, this is a culture. If you want to come here, same with the insects and the mosquitoes and the ants, and you know, if you can't cope with them, you shouldn't really be coming here.
Yeah.
It's not for you. Really.
It's not a sterile place, is it?
It's not. You can't have a sterile place here.
Yeah.
It's just not possible. Yeah.
This is Indonesia.
It's Indonesia.
That's right. Beautiful.
And it's beautiful because it is how it is.
I just can't get over this property, mate. Can I just have a quick
You
walk
can,
to the end of
walk
the
right
park?
down, yeah.
I'm not going to go again.
So they're all pretty
This is full of
standard bungalows with a double bed and a private bathroom at the back.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
We bought all our furniture in Japara.
All right. Nice coconuts up there.
I saw this swing. I wasn't planning to buy the swing, but I loved it. And I thought that's got to be at sunrise.
So Japara is in Java on the north coast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful
Very
place.
famous for furniture.
Yeah,
Very
beautiful
famous.
place.
So all of our furniture we bought there. We had one truck bring all of our furniture across.
Yeah. So if you're ever trying to source wood stuff, furniture, like chairs, dressers, all that sort of stuff, you can actually go to Java to the place Japara and get it from the source, which often is, well, I'm not going to say better quality than Bali, but it's the place that Indonesians go to get their stuff.
I think I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I heard the wood quality is better. So the basic tree they get the wood from is a stronger, better quality.
So Alan was just telling me that he's on an Indonesian language journey as well. Now, you were saying that you're now going and getting classes. Tell us how that's sort of happening for you.
Well, I've got a friend on Gili Air who she's Polish, but she's lived most of her life in the UK.
Yes.
And she's a linguistic expert. She's called Agati. Beautiful woman, really nice woman, and she's set up an Indonesian course based in England. So most of her business is in the UK, I think. I'm not sure. I think it is. And she employs local people, to teach language online. So she's got quite a lot of languages she covers, quite a lot of continents and countries that she covers. But she's set up an Indonesian one here, and I'm a bit of a guinea pig. So I've got a good deal with her. But I'm basically having 2 hours a week of language Bahasa learnings with Bara, who lives in Mataram. And it's really helped me. I've been doing it for about 8-10 weeks now, and I'm starting to get the feel of how the language is structured, getting a lot more vocabulary, getting a lot more words in.
Is your ear tuning to it?
Yeah, so now if I'm listening to Indonesians, it's not just a load of just not just a noise. I am picking up the odd word here and I'm thinking, they're talking about this. So I think because I'm starting to do that, it will expand over the years. I'm no linguist, but I am trying hard to speak as much as I can. It does. And just the way the structure, the words, they don't have a word for the here, and that. I like it. So when you're trying to, in your head, convert a sentence in English to Indonesian, it's impossible to do it if you don't know the structure of how things work. So that's what's been really useful. My wife obviously is Indonesian, and she hardly speaks to me in Bahasa. I keep saying to her she needs to try and spend a couple of half an hours a week just where we just try and speak Bahasa, and she helps with it. And maybe that will come as I get better understanding. So
I find at the start for me what was happening is that with Susan, my wife, is that when I was learning to try and speak to her in Indonesian was really inefficient. So in the end, you just revert to English.
Yeah.
Now that I'm obviously a lot better, we can speak half-half because I'm almost as good as her. I'm almost as good in Indonesian as she is in English. So then we can do half-half sentences. Whereas before it was pretty one-sided, and it gets frustrating to express yourself when you're not so good at language. But it does come after a while.
And the other thing you learn about the Indonesian language is as well that they are intrinsically lazy at talking. They like to talk, but they've got so much to say. They like to cut down a sentence to the shortest possible.
So Indonesian sentences can be 2 words that we would in English say in 10 words.
Exactly.
Once you get the hang of that as well, it makes it quite efficient to talk.
It does.
Hey, one last thing before we wrap things up. Do you know how much you spend on your living expenses over in Bali?
Bali,
just rough living expenses. What, like for example, for rent and And just general?
Okay, yeah, I mean, you can spend what you want really on rent. I mean, you can get something extremely cheap. I know people who have got a place for 40 million a year. Very box standard house, very basic, but if they're happy with that, that's fine. We've got 2 children, so we need rooms. We have guests coming from family and what have you quite often. So I like to have a room or 2 spare as well. I've created a budget of 200 million a year for my rental needs.
So your rental budget's 200 million a year?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It gets you a decent, well, more than a decent place. We've got a small pool. It's only a small house, 3 bedrooms, but it's beautifully furnished and it's comfortable. We've got an outdoor space on top of the kitchen, which has got a bit of a garden going on. We've got an umbrella and that kind of thing. So it's a beautiful place to just chill and relax.
That is your number one expense, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is for most people.
Yeah, and that is important to me. To have a good environment for the children and for me and Istriku, my wife, and to feel comfortable and safe. I mean, it is safe here anyway. It's not dangerous at all in any sense of the word. But they have a sense that they don't want to be intruded in the home. So that's important to me as well. In terms of other expenses. I guess it's just food, entertainment, travel, that kind of thing.
Part of that's business related coming to here.
Yeah, a lot of it is business related.
So it's not really sort of.
It's not a private expense. Yeah.
So are you eating out most of the time?
No. We Nandia is a fantastic cook, so she cooks fantastic meals. She's a beautiful cook. She loves cooking for her family. So that's a fantastic thing to have and experience and enjoy. So we probably eat out on average once a week, around the weekend.
So your living expenses are pretty low, aren't they?
Yeah, I would say, I don't know, I've never actually tossed it up, but I would say we probably live off 350 million a year. Compared to the UK and compared to Australia, it is dirt cheap really, isn't it?
Yeah. And you've got a family. If you're coming here as a single, it's almost zero.
Yeah.
And if you're a couple, maybe half that, because a lot of expenses with kids as well.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can do it a lot cheaper. As I said, you can get a nice enough house for 40, 50, 60 million, a year, which what is in UK pounds, it's £2,500, £3,000 a year, 5,000, 6,000 Australian dollars. It's really not a lot of money. And even now, I can eat out for, I don't know, 400 or 500 with the family. In the UK, it'd be treble that, doing the same kind of meal, treble that. So
the good thing about it, I think, is that living here is that your standard can be anything. You can eat out 5-star meals every night, or if you don't have the budget, you can eat local style and do it for nothing.
Exactly. I mean, the Warrangs are fantastic, aren't they? Lots of opportunities. We were at a Warrang. In fact, I saw it on your Sanur diaries a couple of weeks ago, just by the McDonald's off the bypass.
Yes, Warrang Kembang.
We went down there. Fantastic.
Yeah.
What did we spend?
It's cheap.
150 between the three of us.
Good food too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great food. Food. And we've also got a really big favourite. It's almost like a pop-up Warrang on somebody's on a business's front court, and it sets up. It's off the main dual carriageway in the centre of Denpasar, and we go there and have noodles.
Nice.
So, it's just beautiful, absolutely superb food. And again, 150, we'll probably get change from it. So,
all right, that's really good. Thank you very much for being on the
very
channel,
nice to meet
Alan.
you.
I really love your story. Love your hotels. Like you're like a mogul now, a hotel mogul. Like playing Monopoly.
I wouldn't say that.
But the thing is about it is you're just like an average guy who's decided to retire in paradise and devote your life and your money into the country.
Absolutely.
I really love it.
Absolutely, that's exactly what we're doing.
Beautiful. Thanks very much for being on the channel, and I will say thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sanur and the rest of Indonesia. We'll catch you next time, and sampai jumpa.
Sampai jumpa.
Thanks, mate.